welcome back to Third Rate Content, and today we're in lovely leafy Cheshire. But what's that? Can you hear that alert? It's the 4-minute warning. We better get underground into the Cold War nuclear bunker near Nantwich, Cheshire. Follow me.
That would be quite silly if someone put a bikini on, wouldn't it? 3 months. How much curry do you fit in the car? Right, could I have a truckload of sweets?
So you can order just about anything you like.
Information officer, Mr. Daly, please ring extension 227.
The effects of a nuclear holocaust. Not very good. Don't film. We haven't signed the Official Secrets Act though, so we'll be okay. No, they seem alright. Don't need to check with the officer. Soviet heat resistant suit there. And here we have civil defence radiation suit and a children's civil defence radiation suit. And a variety of helms. Radar operations room and soft red alert. Anti-submarine scanner mounted onto the bottom of an airplane, could scan the sea for nuclear submarines. All this now obsolete. At the time, super cutting edge technology, but it is now all oversized and obsolete. And this guy, I'm not sure who he's supposed to be. Got Civil Defence Corps uniform on, but that moustache looks a little bit dodgy. Nuclear warhead, the inner workings.
These warhead designers were able to advise the director, Sir William Penny, that such a weapon could be produced by 1966. But whilst the warhead is the house of the shop in
these milk churns, as they were called, is what nuclear warheads would be carried, would travel in basically. You know, if they were travelling on road or rail to be put on the actual missiles, this is what they used. This is a Russian heat resistant, nuclear resistant suit for specialists working in post-fallout conditions, although it would have only ensured your survival for a matter of days. So you would like to have been working in one of these. This is a Russian radio engineer's suit, because the harmful radiation from working up close to the radar suit would do you a lot of damage. It's a copper wired suit, this. Give you a lot of protection. Typhoon class Russian nuclear submarine. Hunt for Red October. So you've been out in the post-fallout environment outside the bunker. You come in your suit, shower, remove the suit, dump it in the concrete bin, and hopefully you'll be alright, but that's just hopefully. And this is the aforementioned concrete bin where you actually put your fallout suit upon re-entering the bunker. And here I am with the Russian top brass down in the nuclear bunker. I don't know why they're here. I don't know if they're prisoners or they're just visiting, but you bombed our country. As you can see, it's full red alert now. I'm just going to send out a little Morse code message calling for help. Yeah, SOS, save our souls, third rate content. Happy Russian soldier, happy that he's bombed the UK, essentially. Classic rocket propelled grenade. Still used to now descending for deeper down into the bunker. It's getting very George Romero's Day of the Dead down here.
Yeah, because they were admonished for keeping everything.
The heart of the bunker, really. The water, the electricity, the air conditioning, vital for a nuclear bunker.
But basically, all this really.
And telephones. Secure cipher, telecommunications.
The other in a basement or similar secure position, ready to be connected should the need arise. The air attack warning network now comes into operation. By selective operation, has been contacted earlier and has placed the set in standby to await broadcast.
Here we have the boss of Green nuclear bunker. This guy, in the event of a nuclear attack, would have been a civil servant or a member of the cabinet. He'd have been in charge here, and he, along with the boss of other nuclear installations like this, would have been there to form a government in the event of a nuclear strike. And he was one of only 2 people to have his own bed in the bunker with his army issue blankets. Here we are in the briefings room. See the Home Office dais there, where any information would have been relayed to the other people in the base.
Dip your dirty knives and forks into the pan while the water is still hot. Water is life.
This is the BBC
Safe.
room, where any information would have been relayed. Any editing done here? Look at the old school editing gear.
Did you know this?
No, I did not.
I was vaguely aware of it.
Yes, I did know it. I think it's disgraceful. No, I didn't know this at all.
No, it's going to be a good thing.
In a recent mock NATO battle in Europe, using only tactical nuclear weapons and described as a limited engagement.
A single megaton thermonuclear device is 30 times brighter than the midday sun. This little boy has received severe retinal burns from an explosion 27 miles away.
He sneaked in.
And there's a sleeping fox, sheltering from the fallout. All this 1970s, 1980s computer stuff been at the cutting edge then, when it was contemporary. More of the operations room here.
Provoked attack on our submarine and the move into Iran are the actions of a reckless and warlike power. I have to warn the Soviets in the clearest possible.
So this is the main communications hub for the bunker, and as you can see here, these trays take the wiring right up to the massive aerial that's on the roof of the bunker that we can see outside. Telephone exchange would have been manned 24/7 in the event of the nuclear attack.
Station 10-2. Test message begins. Alpha, Quebec, Kilo 2, standby. Foxtrot, Delta, Bravo 8.
As you can see, lots and lots of workstations down here. Many people would have been down here manning these switchboards and telecommunications stations. Question is, where do they all sleep? Because there's only two people down here, the commissar and the assistant commissar had beds, so we're looking for the dormitories really. Just gonna patch the call through to the Prime Minister to tell him we're alright. Third rate content, Prime Minister, Queen, we're okay down here. So this is the science room where the scientists would have worked, and they would have updated these boards over here with fallout, how it was moving through the country, and then they could have relayed this to citizens, telling them when it was safe, if ever, to go back outside. Ah, that's the alarm. And here we are in the missile control room. This is the area where you keep up to date on all the incoming missile attacks and the status of NATO command centres and other military installations. The toilet. Here we have a recreation of a Russian nuclear command post. Of course, you've got to give the other side of the story. And there we are. If you look closely, there are the turning keys that the Russians would have turned to launch the missiles, just like you see on films. Here we have one of the dormitories. Of course, very, very tightly spaced, room at a premium down here. And of course the bedding looks quite rough, but you'd take what you could in a nuclear fallout situation. And there's the young lady just getting some sleep. So this VLF, very low frequency radio transmitter, is the actual one that was used by the Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher in the 1982 Falklands War to launch the code for the submarine, the HMS Conqueror, to sink the Argentinian cruiser General Belgrano, which was a major action of the Falklands War. This was the actual piece of kit used. And I'm just going to use the hot bed feature. We all don't have our own beds down here, just you have a bed when you finish your shift, you can use the bed, but it's shared between 40 others. So I'm just going to get some shut-eye now, thanks.
Good night. Shall I press the red one?
She's in a bad way due to the radiation, but the nurse is going to do her best for her. Yeah, I think the best we can do is tend for her as she passes away, unfortunately.
You can see for miles around, can't you?
So that was the third-rate content visit to Hack Green Nuclear Bunker in Cheshire. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and by all means, if you wish, feel free to share. Third-rate content, I'll catch you soon. Third-rate content sign out, thank you.